Xi Jinping's defense strategy, the introduction of advanced weaponry and the implications for regional security. Introduction. The evolution of Xi Jinping's defense strategy has garnered significant attention, particularly concerning its focus on advanced weaponry and military modernization. As China continues to enhance the capabilities of the People's Liberation Army (PLA), the implications for regional security are profound and complex. This report delves into the key developments in China's military strategy, the technology involved, and the broader geopolitical ramifications. Key developments in military modernization. Since Xi Jinping took office, there has been an unmistakable shift in China's defense posture. The primary goal is to transform the PLA into a world-class military by 2049. This modernization encompasses various advanced technologies and strategies. 1. Hypersonic weapons. China has made significant strides in developing hypersonic glide vehicles, which can travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5. These weapons are designed to bypass traditional missile defense systems, presenting a unique challenge to both regional and global adversaries, particularly the United States. The success of these tests has raised alarms and prompted a re-evaluation of defense strategies by nations within and outside the region. 2. Naval expansion. The PLA Navy has undergone rapid expansion with the construction of new aircraft carriers, submarines, and advanced surface vessels. This expansion aims to enhance China's ability to project power throughout the Pacific and assert its claims in contested areas such as the South China Sea. The growing naval capabilities have resulted in increased tensions with nations like Japan, the Philippines, and Vietnam, as they feel threatened by China's assertive maritime strategy. 3. Cyber warfare and artificial intelligence. The integration of cyber capabilities and artificial intelligence into military operations is a critical component of Xi's defense strategy. This includes the development of advanced surveillance systems and the potential for cyber operations that could disrupt adversary communications and command structures. The emphasis on technology indicates a shift toward modern warfare principles that prioritize speed, precision, and information superiority. Regional tensions and geopolitical ramifications. The modernization of the PLA has led to increased military posturing in the region, creating a more volatile security environment. Key implications include: 1. Rising tensions in the South China Sea. China's aggressive territorial claims and military activities in the South China Sea have heightened tensions with neighboring countries. Incidents involving Chinese naval vessels and aircraft have raised concerns about freedom of navigation and regional stability. The U.S. and its allies have responded by conducting freedom of navigation operations to challenge China's claims, further escalating the situation. 2. Alliances and defense collaborations. In response to China's military advancements, regional allies have sought to bolster their defense capabilities. The AUKUS Pact involving the US, UK, and Australia marks a significant step toward enhanced military cooperation in the Indo-Pacific. This partnership aims to counterbalance China's growing influence and assertiveness, signaling a shift in regional alliances and defense strategies. 3. Global military readiness. Analysts agree that the US and its allies must adapt their military strategies to address the challenges posed by China's modernization efforts. This includes enhancing military readiness, increasing defense spending, and fostering stronger partnerships with regional allies. The need for a coordinated response is critical as tensions continue to escalate. Economic and ideological dimensions. While military modernization is a focal point, it is also essential to consider the economic and ideological dimensions of Xi Jinping's defense strategy. 1. Sustainability of military spending. Some experts express concerns about the sustainability of China's military investments. As the Chinese economy faces challenges, there are questions about whether the government can maintain its ambitious military spending without compromising economic growth. Critics argue that overreach could lead to unintended consequences, both domestically and internationally. 2. Ideological motivations. The modernization of the PLA is deeply intertwined with the Chinese Communist Party's narrative of national rejuvenation. Xi Jinping emphasizes military strength as a cornerstone of China's aspirations to restore its historical status as a global power. This ideological framing reinforces the need for a strong military and justifies increased spending and modernization efforts. Timeline of key events. 2015. China announces its military modernization plan as part of its 13th five-year plan emphasizing technological advancements and enhanced capabilities. 2017, at the 19th Party Congress, Xi Jinping highlights the need for a strong military, setting the stage for future developments in defense strategy. 2021, reports surface regarding successful tests of hypersonic missiles, causing alarm among U.S. defense officials and prompting a reassessment of military readiness. 2023, ongoing military exercises and demonstrations of naval power signal China's readiness to assert its claims in disputed waters, exacerbating tensions with neighboring countries. Conclusion. Xi Jinping's defense strategy, characterized by the introduction of advanced weaponry and military modernization, marks a significant shift in regional security dynamics. The implications of this strategy extend beyond China's borders, affecting U.S. military policy and the security strategies of regional allies in Asia. As tensions continue to rise, the necessity for a coordinated response among U.S. allies becomes increasingly critical. The interplay of military advancements, regional tensions, and ideological motivations will shape the future of security in the Asia-Pacific and beyond. References. While the above analysis synthesizes various sources and insights, further research and monitoring of developments will be crucial to understanding the evolving landscape of regional security in response to China's military modernization efforts. Xi Jinping's defense strategy, particularly the introduction of advanced weaponry, presents several counterintuitive elements regarding regional security dynamics that warrant deeper analysis. Below are some key points that illustrate these counterintuitive aspects. 1. Perceived aggression versus defensive posturing. While many view China's military modernization as aggressive, there is a counter-narrative suggesting that these advancements are fundamentally defensive. The rapid development of hypersonic missiles and naval capabilities could be interpreted not merely as tools of aggression but as mechanisms to deter potential threats from the U.S. and its allies. By enhancing its military capabilities, China might be seeking to secure its borders and protect its interests rather than expanding its territorial ambitions. 2. Economic sustainability versus military overreach. There is a prevailing belief that China's military spending is unsustainable and may lead to economic overreach. However, some analysts argue that China's economic growth provides a substantial buffer, enabling it to invest in military modernization without immediate economic repercussions. This perspective challenges the notion that military expansion will inevitably lead to economic decline, suggesting instead that a robust economy can sustain a powerful military. 3. Alliances and regional security. The assumption that China's military advancements will uniformly unite its neighbors against it may not hold true. Countries in the region have varied responses based on their own national interests. For instance, nations like Vietnam may seek to bolster ties with China for economic reasons even as they enhance their military capabilities. This complexity highlights that regional dynamics are not solely determined by opposition to China but are influenced by individual states' strategic calculations. 4. U.S. military response. The conventional narrative posits that the U.S. must respond aggressively to China's military modernization. However, there is an argument for a more measured, diplomatic approach that could prevent escalation while still maintaining deterrence. Some experts suggest that the U.S. could achieve its goals through enhanced diplomatic engagements and multilateral frameworks rather than solely through military enhancements. 5. Technological advancements versus strategic stability. The introduction of advanced technologies like artificial intelligence and cyber warfare capabilities could be seen as destabilizing. However, these technologies could also lead to greater strategic stability. For example, AI might improve crisis management and decision-making processes, allowing for better communication and potentially reducing the likelihood of miscalculations during conflicts. 6. Perception of power. While military strength is often equated with political power, there is a counterintuitive argument that soft power and diplomatic influence may become more critical in the context of Xi Jinping's strategy. As China invests in its military, it also invests in international institutions and partnerships that could enhance its global standing without relying solely on military might. 7. Public opinion and nationalism. The assumption that military advancements will lead to increased nationalism and a more aggressive foreign policy may overlook the complexities of public sentiment in China. While there is a strong nationalist narrative promoted by the Communist Party, there is also public fatigue over prolonged military tensions and a desire for economic stability and prosperity. This duality suggests that public opinion may become a moderating factor in China's defense strategy. 8. Countering misperceptions. The narrative around China's military modernization often focuses heavily on the threat it poses. However, this can lead to misperceptions that may not align with the realities of China's strategic intentions. For instance, while hypersonic weapons are designed to challenge U.S. missile defenses, they may not necessarily correlate to an intention to engage in offensive operations against specific nations. Conclusion. Xi Jinping's defense strategy and the introduction of advanced weaponry reveal a variety of counterintuitive insights into regional security dynamics. While the conventional wisdom often emphasizes aggression and a unified front against China, a more nuanced understanding suggests that the realities of international relations are complex, with individual national interests and strategic calculations playing a significant role. As such, interpreting China's military advancements requires a broader lens that considers both defensive and offensive perspectives, economic sustainability, and the intricate interplay of regional alliances. Important content in Xi Jinping's Defense Strategy Report. 1. Technological advancements. While many reports highlight the advanced weaponry being developed, the specific implications of these technologies often receive less attention. For instance, the significance of hypersonic weapons extends beyond their ability to evade defenses. They alter the calculus of nuclear deterrence. Countries may feel pressured to respond with their own advanced systems, potentially sparking an arms race. 2. Artificial intelligence (AI) in warfare. The integration of AI into military strategy offers profound implications for decision-making in combat scenarios. Most discussions focus on hardware advancements, overlooking how AI can change the speed and nature of warfare, possibly leading to escalations in conflict without human intervention. This could undermine traditional command and control structures and pose ethical dilemmas regarding autonomous weapons. 3. Cyber warfare capabilities. The emphasis on cyber warfare is often underappreciated. While the physical capabilities of the PLA are crucial, the ability to disrupt adversaries' critical infrastructure and communications could provide China with significant strategic advantages without conventional military engagement. This could reshape regional security dynamics by allowing for warfare without direct confrontation. For a naval power projection, the expansion of naval capabilities is frequently noted, but the strategic intent behind this projection is less analyzed. China's naval strategy is not merely about asserting dominance in the South China Sea, it is about establishing a blue water navy that can operate far from its shores, fundamentally altering maritime security and freedom of navigation principles. 5. Regional alliances and reactions. While the formation of alliances like AUKUS receives coverage, the nuances of regional responses to China's military modernization are often overlooked. Countries like India and Vietnam are also enhancing their military capabilities in response, which could lead to a more militarized and unstable Asian security environment. This dynamic of regional balancing could invite miscalculations and conflicts. 6. Economic sustainability of military spending. the debate on whether China's military spending is sustainable is often superficial. A deeper analysis reveals that while current investments may be substantial, the economic repercussions of prolonged military expenditures could force China to reassess its priorities, leading to potential domestic instability that could in turn affect its foreign policy. 7. Ideological underpinnings. The ideological motivations behind Xi's defense strategy are sometimes sidelined. Understanding the CCP's historical narrative of national rejuvenation and the role of military strength in that narrative is crucial. It indicates that military modernization is not just a strategic choice but also a matter of national identity and legitimacy for the CCP. 8. Impact of domestic politics. The influence of domestic political considerations on military strategy is a critical aspect that is often overlooked. Xi Jinping's consolidation of power means that military successes can bolster his position domestically, which may lead to more aggressive foreign policies as a means of rallying nationalistic sentiment. 9. Humanitarian and environmental impacts. The implications of military posturing on humanitarian and environmental issues in the region are frequently neglected. Increased militarization can lead to environmental degradation, especially in maritime areas. And the potential for conflict can result in humanitarian crises that regional actors may be ill-prepared to handle. 10. Long-term strategic goals. The report touches upon the goal of transforming the PLA into a world-class military by 2049, but the strategic implications of this timeline are often underestimated. This goal aligns with China's larger vision of becoming a global power, which means that regional security dynamics will likely be affected not just in the short term but in the long run. As global power structures evolve. Significance of overlooked content. The overlooked content is significant for several reasons. Understanding escalation risks. Recognizing the role of advanced technologies in AI and warfare can help analysts and policymakers understand the potential for unintended escalations and the need for new frameworks of deterrence and conflict resolution. Strategic planning. Acknowledging the nuances of regional responses to China's military modernization allows for better strategic planning among U.S. allies, enhancing collaborative defense measures that account for diverse regional perspectives. Economic implications. Analyzing the sustainability of military spending can inform predictions about China's long-term capabilities and intentions, guiding international economic and diplomatic engagement strategies. Ideological context. Understanding the ideological motivations behind military modernization can provide insights into China's long-term geopolitical strategies, informing how other nations engage with China on various fronts, including trade and diplomacy. Domestic influences. Recognizing the domestic political context surrounding military decisions can help predict shifts in China's foreign policy, allowing for more nuanced diplomatic approaches by neighboring countries and global powers. Humanitarian preparedness. Acknowledging the potential humanitarian impacts of military actions can lead to better preparedness and cooperative frameworks for disaster response and conflict resolution, fostering stability in the region. Overall, the implications of Xi Jinping's defense strategy are complex and multifaceted, requiring careful consideration beyond the immediate military capabilities to fully grasp the potential shifts in regional and global security dynamics. Understanding these nuances can lead to more effective policy responses and strategic planning among affected nations. 1. Military modernization and technological advancements. The introduction of advanced weaponry such as hypersonic missiles and AI-driven capabilities is central to Xi Jinping's defense strategy. This modernization aims to elevate the People's Liberation Army (PLA) to a world-class military by 2049. The implications of these developments are profound, as they not only enhance China's deterrence capabilities but also challenge existing military balances in the region, particularly against the U.S. and its allies. 2. Escalating regional tensions. The military modernization efforts have led to heightened tensions in the Asia-Pacific region, particularly in contested areas like the South China Sea. China's naval expansion and assertive military posture have prompted neighboring countries to bolster their defense strategies. This has resulted in increased military collaborations among U.S. allies such as the AUKUS Pact, which aims to counterbalance China's growing influence and military capabilities. 3. Global response and strategic adaptation, in light of China's advancements. There is a consensus that the U.S. and its allies must adapt their defense strategies. This includes enhancing military readiness and strengthening alliances to address the challenges posed by a more assertive China. The global response is not just military, it also encompasses economic and diplomatic dimensions. Reflecting the multifaceted nature of contemporary security dilemmas. For strategic objectives and national rejuvenation, Xi Jinping's defense strategy is not solely focused on military enhancements but is also deeply intertwined with the broader narrative of national rejuvenation. This concept positions military strength as essential to restoring China's historical status and achieving its aspirations on the global stage. Understanding this ideological underpinning is crucial for analyzing China's long-term strategic goals and the motivations behind its military modernization efforts. 1. The Cuban Missile Crisis 1962. This historical case involved a significant escalation of military tensions between the United States and the Soviet Union. In October 1962, U.S. reconnaissance flights revealed that the Soviet Union was installing nuclear missiles in Cuba just 90 miles from the U.S. mainland. This discovery led to a 13-day political and military standoff, during which the world stood on the brink of nuclear war. The crisis highlighted the dangers of advanced weaponry in geopolitics and underscored the importance of communication and diplomacy in mitigating conflict. 2. The arms race during the Cold War. The Cold War era was characterized by a sustained arms race between the United States and the Soviet Union, with both superpowers developing and stockpiling advanced military technology including nuclear weapons, intercontinental ballistic missiles (ICBMs), and sophisticated defense systems. This competition led to various proxy wars around the world and heightened tensions in regions such as Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. The arms race demonstrated how advancements in military capabilities can shift the balance of power and create security dilemmas for nations. 3. The Gulf War 1990–1991. The Gulf War serves as a notable example of the implications of advanced military technology in modern warfare. Following Iraq's invasion of Kuwait, a coalition led by the United States launched Operation Desert Storm, which showcased the effectiveness of advanced weaponry including precision-guided munitions, stealth aircraft, and satellite communications. The swift and decisive victory of coalition forces highlighted how technological superiority could reshape regional security dynamics, leading to a re-evaluation of military strategies among nations in the Middle East and beyond. Future outlook. Predictions for Xi Jinping's defense strategy and its implications for regional security. The trajectory of Xi Jinping's defense strategy and the advancement of China's military capabilities will undeniably shape the regional security landscape in Asia and influence global dynamics in the coming years. The following predictions outline potential developments and their implications for the future. 1. Continued military modernization. China is expected to maintain its aggressive military modernization efforts, particularly in advanced technologies such as hypersonic weapons, artificial intelligence (AI), and cyber capabilities. By 2030, we may see a fully operational fleet of hypersonic missiles that can effectively challenge the existing missile defense systems of adversaries. This will likely lead to an arms race in hypersonic technology as the U.S. and its allies strive to match or counter these capabilities. 2. Increased aggression in the South China Sea. The South China Sea will remain a focal point of tension. As the PLA Navy continues to expand its presence through the construction of more aircraft carriers and submarines, China may adopt a more assertive posture in enforcing its territorial claims. This could result in increased confrontations with the U.S. Navy and the militaries of regional nations such as Vietnam and the Philippines. By 2025, we may witness more frequent skirmishes or standoffs that could escalate if not managed carefully. 3. Strengthening alliances against China. in response to China's burgeoning military capabilities. The US and its allies are likely to strengthen their defense collaborations. The AUKUS Pact is expected to evolve, potentially expanding to include more countries in the Indo-Pacific region. By 2026, we may see joint military exercises that incorporate advanced technologies and strategies to counter potential threats from China. This consolidation of alliances could also lead to new security frameworks focused on collective defense. 4. Cyber warfare escalation. As cyber warfare becomes a critical component of modern military strategy, China is likely to enhance its cyber capabilities to disrupt the systems of its adversaries. Predictions suggest that by 2027 we may see significant cyber operations targeting military and critical infrastructure of countries that oppose China's actions, particularly in the context of Taiwan or maritime disputes. This could lead to a new front in regional security concerns, necessitating greater international cooperation on cybersecurity. 5. Economic and military overreach. While China's military modernization is ambitious, there are concerns about the sustainability of its defense spending amid economic challenges. By 2030, if economic growth slows significantly, we might see a shift in focus from military expansion to internal stability and economic development. This could prompt a re-evaluation of defense priorities, potentially moderating aggressive posturing in favor of economic diplomacy. 6. Taiwan crisis. The Taiwan issue remains the most sensitive and potentially volatile aspect of Xi Jinping's defense strategy. By 2028, the likelihood of increased military maneuvers around Taiwan may rise as China seeks to demonstrate its resolve. This could culminate in a significant crisis, possibly involving a blockade or a show of force that tests U.S. commitments to Taiwan. The international community's response will be critical in determining whether such a crisis escalates into armed conflict. 7. Shift in global power dynamics. As China's military capabilities grow, the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific region will continue to shift. By 2035, we may witness a more multipolar world where the US, China, and other regional powers like India and Japan vie for influence. This could lead to a reconfiguration of global alliances and a more complex geopolitical environment, necessitating new strategies for conflict resolution and diplomacy. 8. Focus on space and technological superiority. China is anticipated to increasingly invest in space capabilities, recognizing the strategic importance of space in modern warfare. By 2030, advancements in space technology could enable China to establish dominance in satellite communications and surveillance, complicating military operations for adversaries. This may also lead to new international norms and agreements regarding the militarization of space. Conclusion. Xi Jinping's defense strategy, characterized by the introduction of advanced weaponry and military modernization, will have profound implications for regional security in Asia and the broader international landscape. The interplay of military advancements, regional tensions, and global responses will shape the future dynamics of power, necessitating careful navigation by all involved parties to maintain stability and prevent conflict. As we move further into the next decade, the need for robust diplomatic engagement and strategic planning will be critical in addressing the challenges posed by China's evolving military posture.